Okay, I think we're live now. Just check everything. But yeah, hello. Hello friends, hello adventurers. Welcome to the stream. If you're joining live, welcome. If you're joining through either VODs or YouTube. Yes, that should be fine. Okay, it's saying that I'm live. Yeah, so today we're going to do something a bit different. I reinstalled Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition last week. And we're just kind of like messing around, trying to get like a modded single player campaign going. But while I'm working on that, I was thinking that maybe I'll stream like from one of the multiplayer servers that I used to spend a lot of time on. And just kind of like, you know, mess around there. Just kind of see what happens. Because I was going to like spend some time on it anyway, on a brand new character. So this is... My character's name is Neverwinter. Came up with that myself. Kind of somewhat proud of it. Not really, not that much. And yeah, he's level 3 cleric. You start off as level 2, I think, and then the starting quest brings you to level 3. So I haven't actually done any like adventuring on the server. Let me just kind of... I have my headphones on, some kind. So I'm going to be checking the sound quality in the background for a while. So I'm just going to talk a bit to set up the audio test right now, while the music's playing. Okay, I think it sounds fine for once. Because I noticed that some of my previous videos weren't the best in sound quality. So hopefully that's going to be better now. Also I can turn off the AC. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this server is called Arelith. It's one of the biggest Neverwinter Nights servers. And from what I know, it got a bit of a... That's pretty good. How much are they asking for that? 6,000. No, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, from what I heard, it got a bit of a renaissance after Enhanced Edition came out. I think like last year or something like that. I didn't know about it until... I didn't know that the Enhanced Edition came out until like last week, basically, when I looked into Neverwinter Nights again. So what I'm going to start with is going down to the docks, because one of the NPCs told me that one of the captains down the docks might be looking for an adventurer to like clean out some rats or something. So I'll look into that. Yeah. Some combats going on somewhere in this area. That's what the music tells me. But yeah, Arelith is the pre serious about I mean the rules are pretty serious about roleplay. So this depends like from person to person, which I kind of like, because there's some other, god damn this music again. There's some other servers that are more geared towards like action and adventuring and just like social interactions without without the roleplay or leveling aspect. Yeah. So I kind of like how, you know, how immersive they are, let's say, in what they require from players, basically. Like, I don't think they don't really want you to talk out of character unless it's like through PMs to somebody. I think that was Captain Turd. It's really fucking music.
Well met, friend.
What's his name? You are there. You look like you're looking for some work. Oh, hey Jenny. I'll give you your headphones back. Quick break while I got the headphones. Give them back to my interviews. Okay. So, yeah, hopefully audio's better. For some work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And don't just be the problem here, lad. We can't sell with all these rats in the boat. That's the guy. I want you to go below deck and check for rats, alright? Yes, sir. I'll give you 5 coins for every rat you kill. Okay, so that's our little quest. That's a little quest we can pick up. Just need to go through these boats and kill some rats. So one of my goals that I hopefully accomplish in this session is get a full plate armor, which costs about 1,000, I think. And I think I'm about 150 to 300 coins short of that. So hopefully I'll be able to... What's the toolbar? I think I may have messed with UI by accident, but I can just pop these things in. And do I have any spells I can use? I have magic weapon. Oh, what the fuck. I'll help him. I'll help this guy. Looks like we might make ourselves a little friend. Okay, I'll turn down the music. No, he just ran away. That little shit. I saved his life and he just he just runs away. God damn it. That was another player, so I guess he didn't want to talk. Sound volume. I guess music volume is what I'm looking for. Okay. My thing's unplugged. Okay. Hopefully it's gonna be better now. Also, let me go to game options and see what the fuck did I do to... There we go, okay. The UI just cut off a bit on my end. There we go, yeah. Okay. So let's go below deck. I guess that's the guy that was triggering combat music all the time. So Neverwinter Nights is based on Dungeons and Dragons rule sets. Right. But not the current ones, not the 5th edition. It's 3.5, which, to be honest, I don't super like. Like they were much heavier on the rules than the current edition is. So it's a bit more complicated. It's more like stuff to juggle, which some people like. But I think 5th edition is pretty spot on for me. Okay, so we took down 3 rats already. Let's put a spell in here, just for quick casting. I do have some level 2 spells. Kill items. Like Cure Wounds, for example. In the 5th edition you only get 1 spell, like at level 1 I think, and then you can decide at which level you cast it. But in 3.5 you basically got new Cure Wounds for every spell level. So for me that's just like more faffing about. Also, good news is, with all these rats that we take down, we might be able to like sell their meat, and it might be enough to like get me that full set of armor. There we go. Eating utensils. I can like sell them off to a peddler. There's like an NPC that just basically buys all the crappy stuff that you find that players might not buy. Out of like the economy in the game is based around basically players players crafting items and selling them. Which I think is it's pretty cool. That was one of the stores that I came upon earlier. They had some items made by one of the players. How does the stream sound if you're still on the line? There we go. At least the rats aren't like that much of a problem. Like for a level 3 by myself, it's pretty much fine. But because you get so little experience in this game, just from like killing random NPCs. Let me just see how much I get from a rat. Yeah, so for a rat I get like 9 experience points, for example. And I think before I was on this stream, I went to like adventure a bit in the local forests. And there was some like rabbit badgers and I think goblins in there. And I think I was getting like 16 to 20 experience for a kill for each of them, so there isn't that much increase. And the next level I'll get at 6,000. So I'm still 2,000 away. So I need to kill over. Okay, I think that might be just because based on like my distance to the mic. So I think if I'll stay close to the mic, that should keep things fine. What are you up to, Jenny, by the way, while I'm streaming? There's a couple more rats, there's 3 more rats. I'll just try to chokehold them here. I don't remember how dying works in this server. I think if I'll die, I'll lose experience based on my level. So that can often be a pretty big setback if you like just finish leveling and your character dies. Okay, that's good. I hope I'll provide plenty inspiration for you to write your bio. How much do I get? Well, I guess I don't get anything for the rat tails. So might as well not even collect them. As maybe there's like a use in alchemy or something. But they do weigh a fair bit, so I'll see. I can look at some crafting stations later and see if there's any need for them. Yeah. But yeah, the only criticism I would have of this server is sometimes like the characters people play, they tend to be a bit too serious. Like they can take things a bit too seriously. From what I remember. Oh, it's not correct. There we go. That's good. Yeah. And I know something like I think a lot of I actually don't know about the population. I don't want to like guess too much. I think back when I was playing, there was a lot of like younger people, like younger players on here. So a lot of the characters were a bit more like edgy and things like that. But I think now, as the Neverwinter Nights isn't as popular. Why can't I get to this book bio? Please. Thank you. Please. There we go. There's nothing in there. Okay. Yeah, but I think now the population might be a bit older, as Neverwinter Nights isn't as popular as it used to be. I think that's this ship cleared out. What's the fish? I can probably eat that. I can probably sell that. And some salt. There you go. I think I can turn in the salt. Like you guys see later, this if you get some like raw resources like that, you can like offer them to there's like a chest where you can like put them in to like benefit the town, basically. I'm not sure how the system works, but you can either just give them for like goodwill. I don't think I need that. Or some cotton. I think I can make some stuff out of cotton. Or you can sell them. And that's usually like a good way to make some money. How much do I get for hides? 55. I'm not sure whether that means like 55 each or 55 for all of them. Okay, I think that's this ship cleared out now. But yeah, because of the experience you actually get from what they told me, you can get bonus experience if you're in a party of 4. I think 4 is like the most. You get some bonus experience if you start like partying up with people, but it maxes out at 4, and anything higher you go after that, you actually get like penalties to experience because your group's too big. Yeah. So it's good to like make some friends and go adventuring together. Who's this guy? What do you do for a living? Laborer. I wish I had a job. Study your trade book. Good point. I've been outside. It's wild and savage out there. Okay. Who are you? Arch Stanton? Scrap dealer. Does that pay very much? Oh, okay, so if we gather up scrap in the sewers, we can bring it to this guy to get some extra money. And I think the peddler is the guy that just buys like random crap.
Well met, friend.
Yes, sir. Oh, okay, so if we turn in rattles is what we turn in for the reward. Okay. So we give the guy rattles and then we sell the meat to the city, basically. And hopefully that'll be enough to get my full plate armor, and after that, once I have that, I'll fuck right away. And once I have full plate, I'm going to try and go for a tower shield. And I think that's going to be pretty much my starting equipment now. Can try to go and do some adventuring. Yeah. So goals for today: get full plate, maybe get a tower shield, maybe go down to the sewers or make another round of like killing rats, and then make a friend. Like, just try to make a friend. Go away. Oh shit, there's actually like enemies there. Can I use Crew once again?
To dust we shall return. Now see what a true warrior looks like.
Oh, this might be a bit tough.
The end is near.
I might have to run.
Dust we shall return.
Yep, I'm gonna run.
The end is near.
Let's see if I can like fight them up here maybe. Or sell what I have, get some rest, and then come back with like more spells and stuff. So they also have some like special server rules / options. And I think yeah, okay, so one of them is if you're a cleric and you run out of like the prepared spell slots. If you keep using, you can keep using heals. But oh, the Adventurers Guild. Oh, I actually stop by here. You can keep using. I'll use another one. So I'm not like bleeding around the town. Okay. You can use another one, but that removes one of the other prepared spell slots you have. Yeah, so that way you can keep healing, but you have less spells. Enchanting pulses where you can enchant your items for some coins. So yeah, so it's still not like an easy way to get some proper armor and such. Signing up for the Adventures Registry is simple, just take a piece of writing paper, jot down your name. Supplies to you and post it up for everyone to see. Okay. Where's the boards? I think over here. Guild board information. Guild quest board. Guild order board. Use object. Okay, so if I would join the guild, the Adventurers Guild, I guess it's like a player-run organization. They have like different. It's like messages left by other players. So they have like different ranks for for me to like join. Well, because like starting adventures will be at silver rank, and then I can move up and like post in messages if I'm looking for a party to join or something, or like a friend to go adventuring with me. Where am I going right now? So I need to go back to the government district. Why did my game just freak out? For fuck's sake. There we go, okay. For some reason it just didn't want to do anything. Yes, I'm going back to the government district, and there I can go to the local trade house and sell the things and see how much gold I have. There's also like a banking system, so I already have some gold in the bank. So that's why I'm not so like far off from having 1,000. I think this should be able to like see me through. Here's the Undertaker. I think he might need some help in the graveyards too. What's the wall of Killing for? Okay. I was hoping that he would have some like quests for, you know, oh, kill these, kill, for every undead you get, you kill, I'll give you a kiss, or something like that. Like 10 gold coins or something. There was another player just like shuffling about. Oh, street peddler. Might as well give him a chat. But yeah, if you want to like level up, good ways to like make some friends. Put out to adventuring party together and go out. Class spot. But I could probably, I still got more rattles to turn in. You can take fish. I think that's pretty much what I had. What was I gonna say? But yeah, the only like the criticisms I would have is that there can be like a bit of drama between players. Leveling up, because leveling up takes so long. You can get like super invested with your character too. And PvP, I don't think there's really like, I think to like initiate PvP you only need to have some like in-character reason and have an in-character like in-character interaction with the other player before you like before you attack them. So sometimes that's not much, and people can get a bit salty, especially if it's like a big loss of experience for them. Yeah, but I think like for me that's not super bad, because I'm you know, I still have like a lot of things on my side, like work and then studying and stuff, so I think I can like disconnect myself from the server pretty easily if I need to be. Okay, here's the sewer master going to go down to the sewers. Also, apparently, griefing. Yeah, apparently griefing is a bit of an issue because, like, players can set up the loot camps and stuff, and it's pretty much like persistent. Like, things don't just like disappear without reset. Let's see if we can sell some stuff. Looks like I'm gonna need to get some rest and some food soon. Jenny, actually want to keep your rest a bit low because God of a magic creature. I'm not sure what I can do with that. Sell resources. Yes. We got 140 gold. Yeah, you want to keep your rest percentage a bit low because then you can just like rest on a drop of a dime, like whenever you need to. And because that returns all your spells. Yeah. Because that returns all your spells and all your health. It's pretty good. Let's see if I can like find this aventurine and I have some no, not increase. I put in like just enough skill points into, where are they? Gems. I put enough skill points into like art crafting that I can cut some gems if I find like raw ones. Aventurine must be up. So I can proceed production. There we go. So I can cut some gems and then go over here and sell them. Well, somebody left a floor spar. I can cut that too. Like, got 10 gold for that. But yeah, it's always another way to make some extra coins on the side. And see if I can cut floor spar too. The way production works in this, you get, let's see, like every item has its DC, difficulty check you need to succeed on. And first, what's our preview properties? I guess the none. Yeah, and first you need to like succeed in starting the production. And then you succeed to continue the production. And some items like gems, they don't take that much. I think it's all pretty easy. I have to, like, my character needs to roll at least 5 to succeed on starting the production or continuing the production. But some items like, you know, bows and armor and stuff like that, they can get a bit more tricky. Because first you need to like either find or buy the ingredients and put them together. And once you get them and you fail the roll to start the production, you just lose all the items, I think. Then you need to like gather again. So it's way better to, you know, not do any risky checks. I think that's the guy that was like running around earlier. Yeah. But yeah, so the server also has a bunch of like custom things for the classes. Like I said before, the healers can use up spell slots from other things to like heal. But then there's also like specific part of the healer that just gives you more spell slots. But I think you use some other bonuses. I didn't take that for my character because I want to be like more versatile rather than specialized in something. I'm going to go to the bank and get my coins. Oh, that's good. I like that. What was the quad they made, Jenny? What's the quad they used? Oh, so like I'm really into Star Wars. Hell yeah. Oh, that's on a PC. Nope, just just gonna open the door and move back. That's a good NPC. So I was just looking at the log before from me talking to the town NPC, and it looks like they're like paying extra for wood. So once I'll be able to once I feel like it's safe for me to go outside more, I might start cutting down some wood and selling to the town if I need money. Oh yeah, I guess that's that's a bit I don't know what's the word. So let me deposit my money. That's very specific because it's not just like Star Wars movie, it's from the series. And I'm gonna withdraw 1, 2, 3, 1,000. There you go. So this should be enough to get me the full plate armor. Now here's another player character, Fernando Santa Ana. The exquisite example of a man who is obviously a Sunite priest. He's beautiful on the inside, through his womankind, should enough, through his womankind personality as he is on the outside. He is well kept, very high charisma. So I'm not sure how how well people know D&D lore from like Farron. I think Sun was like one of the goddesses of the art and beauty and stuff like that. There's like a bunch of different deities. You kind of do have to pick. So you have to pick the mains for the cleric, and then you can pick a specific god for your character to worship. And I think I picked because my character is like true neutral, and then the domains I picked is strength and war. So the deity I couldn't pick all the deities I wanted. Like first wanted to go with like the neutral god of the dead, who's just kind of like the scorekeeper basically of how many people die and stuff. But he's not neutral, he's like lawful, so I couldn't get that. And then I was looking to like one of the gods of war, but also like lawful, I think. Full plate armor, 1050. God damn it. Okay, well, back to the bank. So I ended up going with like the primordial deity of water, like the elemental god of water. I think it's a male deity. Yeah, so I think the backstory for it is, on his way to the island, my character almost drowned, and as he like slipped down to the depths, he selected the great beasts of the sea beneath, and the vastness and just like crashing inevitability of the oceans, and just kind of had like the vision of the plane of water, and decided to was so like overcame with it that he pledged his life to the elemental lord of water, and that's how he became his cleric, and in return his life was saved. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good backstory. Okay, Let's withdraw 50. There we go. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, the kind of character I want to play is kind of like a mercenary war priest, war cleric. That's mostly on like the warrior side, but and nobody would like assume that he's a cleric. But then, you know, surprise he is. And also maybe like a bit on like the drunken downbeat side. But also like one of these old men that you can see that are super strong. Just super muscular. That's my kind of character. Yep, there he is, old Levon. Okay, can I please have the armor now? Thank you. And our AC goes up to a whopping 18. Oh, that's that's a look. I hate, to be honest, I hate how like the armors look in normal Neverwinter Nights, but thankfully they have some on the server. They have some like special textures. Like this one. This is what I'm going to be going for. And this appearance is 13, right? No, that doesn't sound right. Oh no, it's not a chest. It's because it like covers thighs and chest. It's actually a robe, and its form is like you see it. You see it's kind of like highlighted in brackets. You got some passive XP just for being around. I think this like what's like adventuring XP. Jeez, where is it? $169. There we go, I missed it. So let's start by putting on a new set of armor. And going to appearance, modify armor, modify robe, and go to $169. There we go. Okay, I like that look way better. It looks kind of like rusted too. I don't mind that. And then I'll remove the pauldrons because if I remember right, left bicep, they have like special armor that has like kind of pauldrons built into it. 186. So I'm gonna put that on the right one as well. There we go. And then what's easy about this is if I go to forearms and go to 186, that should be like the same. Yeah, that's gonna be like the same suit. So it shouldn't take me that long to get everything done. 186. There we go. I think hands. I'll choose the hands too because they're a bit disconnected. There we go. That's it. That looks better. That's nice. Legs. I'll change the legs too. There we go. So at least it looks now like he has some proper armor along with his like coat of plates thing. I guess that it should be technically like back turrets is the term. Because if I remember right from my research for like modding method plane and stuff, coat of plates it's like leather and maybe steel plates, and back turrets are like it's like scale armor or like plate armor, plates like that are kept together by chainmail. Okay, there we go. That's nice. And I guess I can sell my leather armor to the peddler. And now I need to like... I should buy like a normal suit... Oh god, my back. Like a normal suit of clothes to have my... so my characters can walk around in full plate armor all the time.